The only way you can get good at managing your money is through budgeting, and you can only improve your budgeting if you are tracking your expenditures. So in today's video, I want to share with you how I personally track my expenditures every single day, every single week, every single month. You don't have to check it that frequently, but this is the frequency that I prefer. I love looking over what my money is doing every single day. At the end of the day, I sit down with my notepad and I write down everything that I have done with my money. And then once I've done that, at the end of the week, every Sunday, I sit down and I populate my tracker so that I'm always on top of my money. Hey guys, welcome to Budget with the July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share with you everything about budgeting, everything about saving and investing. If these topics interest you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So today's video, I will be sharing with you how I personally do my tracking and also my first mid-month budget check-in for the year 2022. I won't be using my spreadsheet today because I've written down all my notes in my notepad here, and I will be walking you through what I have done so far with my money. So I will be displaying some numbers on the screen just to give you a little bit of a visual to see what I am talking about. So when I set my January 2022 budget, I shared with you that I am hoping to work with 5,900. That is the minimum that I was expecting to receive in the month of January from all of my sources of income. So that still stands true today as I'm doing this check-in. So the next thing is savings. So I believe in the concept of paying myself first. So you will notice that in all of my budget trackers, I try to put savings at the top purely because I want you to remember that you should pay yourself first. Now, paying yourself first is not you splashing on a holiday. It could be, but for me, it's all about sending money towards my savings, sending money towards my investment for my future retirement. So this is why I love the idea of making sure that the first thing that I do in my budget is send money towards my future planning. So I am doing 4 challenges now. The first 3 that I mentioned when I was planning my budget were the 52 weeks challenge. So for the month of January, I am hoping to reach £36 saved in that account. So this 52-week challenge started in December because I would like at the end of November to complete the challenge. Then in December, start using this money to be able to spend on Christmas presents. This is my hope for doing this challenge. So I have been able to achieve the £36 that I needed to have saved for the month of January. So I've done that. The next one is the £1 a day savings challenge. So this means that for the month of January, because there are 31 days, I should save £31, and I've been able to do that as well. Then the other challenge that I have, savings challenge, is my £5 a week savings challenge, which means every single month I should be saving at least £20 towards my challenge, and I've been able to do that as well. Then the other thing that I did not add to my January budget planning was roundup. I realized that when I did my 100-day savings challenge last year, I really enjoyed doing the manual roundup. I have apps, plenty of apps that do that for me, but I have found joy in being able to do the roundup at the end of the day every single day by myself and just moving it to a separate board. So I created that, and what I've decided to do is the 4th challenge that I'm including, which is the 100 envelopes challenge with Jocelyn at Kashmir in Paradise. She inspired me, so I decided to do that today. So this roundup money of £12.27 will actually go there, and I actually went and withdrew that money to put it in the envelope so that I could save it. So I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making so far. I only started this challenge on the 9th of January, and I already have over £150 saved. I am really motivated, and the idea for me for the 100 envelopes challenge is I'm going to be using my income from Etsy to save, but also looking around my budget to see if there is any extra income that I could send towards this challenge. So that's what I've done. The next part of my pay yourself first is investments. So I shared that I would like to invest £800 for the month of January. So this has increased from my usual £500 that I used to do in 2021. I've increased it to £800, and so far, because we're in the middle of the month of January, I have been able to send just under £700. I have sent 682 and 48 pence to be precise. Then if we move now to fixed expenses. So for this video, I will not be going over the fixed expenses because there is absolutely nothing that has deviated or changed when it comes to my fixed expenses. I know exactly how much I budget, I know exactly how much I pay, and nothing has deviated from that. So for that reason, I will not go into detail in this video, but when I do my January budget closeout, I will be able to share with you exactly what happened with my fixed expenses, especially since I still have at least 16 days left in the year when I'm filming this video before in the month, sorry, before I can truly know if there'll be any changes with my fixed expenses. As it stands today at the filming of this video, there are no changes worth talking about in this video. If we go to variable expenses, now this is where things have gotten really interesting, and I have been reprimanding myself here, but also reminding myself that budget is only a plan. Okay, yeah, I'm not supposed to have a restrictive budget. It's only a plan. So I have been hard, a little bit hard on myself, is because my budget for food is 250 and I've already spent 230. We still, like I said, we still have at least 16 days left to go, and I only have £20 between me and me being blowing the budget. But if you've watched my other videos, you would know that I never overspend without the back of my mind knowing that I do have money that I can use. And this is also the beauty of having miscellaneous in your budget. Just in case, I will still have that miscellaneous money that I can spend, and I'll still be within budget. So this is one of the reasons why it's so important for you to have that miscellaneous, not only for the miscellaneous items things that will happen, but also sometimes when you blow the budget in one, you can have another category cover up for it, or take the fall for it, so to speak. So that's where I am with my food budget. Miscellaneous, I budgeted 185 and I've only spent less than £36 so far, which is very unusual for me, but I honestly have just not felt the need to spend. I've been spending the money I allocated for food, like truly spending it, but when it comes to miscellaneous, there hasn't been anything, touch wood, anything that has actually required for me to use the miscellaneous money. So this is why I'm hoping to make sure that if I do go over my food budget, I will be able to fall back on my miscellaneous. Then the other category that has given me anxiety and will continue to is transportation. A lot of things have happened even though we're only halfway through the month of January. I have found myself driving up and down the country, left, right, and center. So the budget of £100 in total that I had put for transportation is no longer enough. Was not enough, is not going to be enough for the month of January. For the other months, I think I'll be fine, but for the month of January, not, because I'll be doing, again, I've got 3 more drives that I have to do, and they're all a little bit long distance, and I definitely need to fill up my car. I'm almost running on empty at the moment, so I need to fill up my car. Even though I've finished the budget for fuel, for transportation, I am still going to use what I have, because I have buffer, I have a cushion in my account that allows me to be able to do this. Or I could also use the miscellaneous money that I have there. So I've got options of how I can counteract the overspending in one category. So, well, in my case, in 2 categories. So this is where I am at with my spending. And when it comes to tracking, you can track using a budget book, a budget journal. You can use a notepad like this. You can use a tracker. I use all 3 because this is how I prefer to do it. But I want for those beginner budgeters to know that you can choose one. Choose the one that works for you. Some people are good at Excel and Google Sheets. Some people prefer to write it down. Some people want a structured budget book where they can note things down. You can do whatever makes sense for you. So this is what I wanted to share with respect to my first mid-month budget check-in for the year 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave me some comments in there. Tell me, how do you track your expenditures? Do you use an Excel? Do you use pen and paper? Or do you use a budgeting book or whatever? So let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.